For just now joining us this morning, thank you so much for joining us. We're taking a look at yet another first alert weather day, and that's because of rain in the valleys, snow in the higher elevations, and then some winds down here in the valleys. Now those winds are going to be everywhere and very strong, worsening the other two conditions regardless of where you reside. Now we're going to take a look outside right now. This is a live look at Monarch Pass. A lot of that snowfall is actually moving in a horizontal direction, and that's indicating pretty strong wind movements. Pretty strong wind movements right now are being documented even here within city limits. We have rain falling as of right now here in Grand Junction, and this is a look at that live radar. You can see this morning there is a lot of action above head. There's even some lightning coming across from the Utah border and moving this direction. But if there's one thing I want you to note about our live radar this morning, it's actually the direction in which all of this moisture is coming from. It's coming from the bottom of the screen and going horizontally across the state. So if we take a look at where those wind gusts are coming from, or our jet stream, that seems to make complete sense, because that is exactly what's happening when we look at our wind at about 30,000 feet. We're seeing the low pressure trough right here dig downwards, and a lot of that strong wind flow going down and then dipping right back up from beneath our state, and that's bringing us most of our moisture. Now most of our moisture could come with the winds, as I mentioned, meaning wind gusts are going to be strong, and we're seeing that already. I just showed you Monarch Pass. We're taking a look at the futurecast wind gusts even by 8 a.m. within city limits again. We're looking at 20-mile-per-hour gusts in the Grand Junction area at this time. We're looking at 34-mile-per-hour gusts in the Nuclear area, 33 in Cortez. And then later this afternoon, those winds are going to continue to move at pretty high rates of speed. Approaching about 2 p.m., we're looking at 33-mile-per-hour gusts in Delta, Montrose, and the Nuclear area, all at the same time. 31 down in Cortez and Durango, and then 30-mile-per-hour gusts in the Rifle area. So we're certainly seeing some pretty strong movement this morning and throughout the day today, but the storm system is expected to get out of our way here in the near future. So we're going to see it this morning, see it a lot this morning. It's pretty problematic already before the sun has even come up, but there's going to be snowfall up in those highest elevations all the way throughout the day, and it's going to clear up and come in waves. And of course, this is consistent with the scattered conditions we typically see. We're going to have dry periods where we see that sun come back out, and then we're going to have periods where we have those darker clouds and then pouring rain, and that's expected all the way into your Wednesday morning. So into Wednesday morning is when a lot of these effects or alerts expire. What am I talking about? The National Weather Service has issued many warnings. You're looking at a freeze watch overnight for two of our main locations, Delta and Montrose. Now both of those locations are expected to reach roughly about 28 degrees is possible in these locations for their overnight temperatures. This also includes the Hotchkiss County area. If we then take a look at your winter weather advisories, you're going to see they do not expire until noon on Wednesday, and there's many of them spanning across the entirety of the state. You're looking at the central mountain ranges getting some snow. That is including, of course, Vail. We're going to see Snowmass, Colorado getting some snow. We're going to see some Crest Butte snowfall, which is great for the accumulation. We're also going to continue to see some of that San Juan mountain range snowfall, which is going to be pretty significant. All the way up to a foot of snow could be expected in some locations, down to 6 inches in others, but gusts over 40 miles an hour are a consistent story, and there's going to be difficulty traveling to most of these regions. So of course, stay out of these regions if you can over the next day or so. If you reside up in these elevations, of course, prepare for the snowfall, and it is going to be one of the bigger storms we've had so far this season. We're looking at those highs today: 57 in Grand Junction, 55 at Delta, 53 in Montrose, and 53 in Cortez, and your lows, they're into the 30s all the way through the night, some locations reaching the 20s. And then taking a brief look at those 7-day forecasts, Grand Junction is warm, at least going to be warmer after the storm system, but as of right now we're pretty chilly, and then we're going to cool back down for yet another storm system when that cloud coverage picks right back up here in western Colorado. And taking a brief look at Montrose, you're going to see some rain and some mountain snow Tuesday and Wednesday, but that's going to clear up for Thursday. If you're trick-or-treating this weekend, Thursday's supposed to be warm and sunny across all locations, but warm isn't exactly the right term. We're only getting to about 51 to 55 degrees depending on where you're located.